Hello and welcome to another episode of Dawncast. I'm Di Lee.
And I'm Kathy Ngo.
And today we've got the wonderful Andy Snook. Now, if you don't know who Andy Snook is, he's a very well-known pet rescuer, as I would like to call him, within the Fairfield local government area. He's dedicated many years to helping the local companions, the local, going out there looking for those dogs and making sure that they've got microchips on and bringing them home and then sharing them on social media to make sure that they're claimed, or if not, they go to a good home. So welcome, Andy.
Thank you. Please, yeah.
Yeah, how are you going?
I'm going all right. Yes.
Yeah. The reason why I reached out to you was I was wondering, with all of the work that you've been doing rescuing these dogs or pets, has COVID-19 impacted your work in that space, in that area?
Probably in a good way.
Oh.
Because people are staying
at
home. Yeah.
So they're keeping an eye on their pets.
That's interesting.
There's still been a few. Like I've been getting a couple every day. So.
What kind of dogs are they? Or are they dogs or cats or ferrets? Bats?
Mostly dogs.
Okay.
And cats. I did a couple of cats today, actually.
Ah, a couple? Because they breed a lot. They're very active.
These ones were chipped, actually, which is... It always surprises me when I find a chipped cat.
Oh, chipped. I thought you said tipped.
Tipped.
A bit bad.
Microchipped.
Okay, microchipped.
And how do you find them, Andy? Like, do you drive around, you walk around, don't you? Or do you get a call from people? How do you find these lost stray pets?
I usually get a call. I'll get on Messenger. My phone number's been passed around a bit, so people will ring me. Or it'll be posted on the Lost and Found page that I help admin.
And how long have you been doing this for?
With the group, I've been doing it for 5 years, but since I found out about groups on Facebook. But before that, I've just been years.
Yeah. How did you start? Like, is it because you wanted to adopt more animals, or it's like, these children are lost, I better pick them up?
I've always had an affinity with dogs, especially.
Yeah, me too.
Most animals.
I think dog people here.
Yeah, we're dog people.
As I sent a little pic to Di about, it probably started when I was 5, my love of dogs. When my sister got in a bit of a situation, she was a baby. She fell down an open drain and was drowning, and our dog started barking. So I went around to see what he was barking about. Here she was.
Wow.
Legs in the air, head down the drain.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
If it wasn't for the dog barking, I wouldn't have gone round, and she wouldn't be here today.
Wow.
Wow. So what age were you when that happened, Andy?
I was 5, right?
I was 5.
5. Okay. And from that moment on, you just...
Well, we've always had dogs in our family, and cats, but
yeah,
always had pets, yeah. So that's when my love of dogs, I would think, started, and it's just gone on from there.
Have you always rescued dogs? Like, is that something you've done all of your life?
Almost, yes. I used to have to, if I seen a stray dog running around the street, I'd try and grab it, try and find out if someone owned it. And if not, I'd take it to a vet. And that was before I found out about microchipping and these lost and found groups on Facebook, which are probably the greatest thing that ever happened.
Yeah, it makes communication faster, certainly. Do you ever get worried about being bitten, or is there a certain tactic that you do? Like, are you like a dog whisperer as well?
Of course. There's horse whisperers. There should be dogs whisperers, of course.
Yeah, cat whisperers.
Yeah. I actually do get... I'd be stupid to say I don't get worried, because some dogs are a bit aggressive through fear mostly. are scared, so they'll react that way. But I find I can usually talk to them and calm them down. So I have, yeah.
Have you been? Have you
I have
been?
been bitten once or twice by small dogs, actually.
Small man syndrome.
Chihuahuas.
Oh, those are the ones.
They're the worst.
Yeah, the Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Got to watch out for the bigger dogs, because they're bigger. I think they know that you're not going to hurt them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yep.
All you got to do is, I suppose, show a bit of authority to them and show them you're not scared, even if you are.
Now, tell us, you grew up in you didn't grow up in the Fairfield LGA area, did you?
I grew up in New Zealand.
Yes, that's right.
New Zealand. I was born in a little town called Foxton. Probably about 300 people in it. And when I was 5, we moved to Wellington. And
Now I can detect your New Zealand accent. Wellington. The way that you say Wellington.
Well,
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, say Wellington again.
Wellington.
Yes,
Oh.
Wellington. So that's a very New Zealand way of saying the I. Wellington.
Yes, instead of saying Wellington.
Yeah, Wellington.
Wellington.
Wellington. Wellington.
Wellington.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry, digressing to so you moved to Wellington. Wellington. Yeah.
We lived there and it was a family home. We lived there for till I was about 9. Then we moved to a big housing commission area, which was called state housing in New Zealand.
Yeah.
In a place called Porirua, which was a bit of a rough area because it was all housing commission, nothing else. It was just all, and a lot of the, I suppose, poorer people lived there. Yeah, so that's where I actually grew up in Porirua.
So when did you arrive in Australia? When did you migrate to Australia?
Came here in 1979, I think it was. Hang on, I just got corrected, 1978.
Close enough.
Yes. So when you arrived here with your family, you migrated here with the family?
Yep.
Mum and Dad?
No, I was 24.
Oh, no.
I came here with my wife and 2 of my children.
Ah.
We came, one was 3 and one was 5 then. We moved, we never moved far from the airport. We moved into Botany Bay. And then we lived there till 1982.
I could hear that.
So what brought you to the wonderful diverse city of Fairfield local government area?
I bet because there's more dogs.
Lots of dogs.
Well, at the time, we were here like 4 years. And when we came here, we were like a lot of people. We had nothing, no money. But it was probably one of the best things I did. We moved to Australia. We came here on a Friday, and on the Saturday, I got a job. So I was only here one day, and the pay was like twice as much as it was in New Zealand.
Wow.
I thought I was a millionaire. So anyway, friends of ours that lived in Botany, they moved out here to Bunnies and bought a house in 1982. And there was, I don't know if you remember, there was a thing called rent to purchase.
Oh, back in those days.
Yes.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you could pay rent for 6 months, and that 6 months of your rent went towards your deposit.
Yes.
What
as
a
long
great
as you
scheme.
saved,
We should bring the scheme back, I reckon.
as long as you saved the same amount as you paid rent.
Yep.
So if you had to save 10,000 rent, you had to have 10,000.
Yep.
And that was the deposit for the house, and that's how we got the house.
Mm.
Wow.
And that was, like I said, 1982. So we've been here ever since.
Yep. Yep.
38 odd years. So.
And you continued to, obviously, what work did you do, and did you continue to...
I've always been a driver.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
So I drove trucks, vans, and my last job I was a driver for community transport
Oh, yes.
for the elderly and that. And we take them to their medical appointments and for outings. And we had different groups. We'd run the Cambodian group, the Vietnamese group, the Italian group.
Yep.
And we'd do that, take them out to different venues. Yeah. That was probably one of the best jobs I ever had.
Interact and engaging with those diverse communities.
Exactly. And then talking to people that were like 100 years old. We had clients that were 100, well, our oldest one was 102, and you talk to him and he'd tell you all about the steam trains and horse and carriages. Just incredible talking to people like that.
And did you continue to rescue dogs, pets around the time that you were working? Like you didn't
find the time?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I did. I don't work there anymore, so I can say it. I'd be driving in the work vehicle, in the van or the bus or the car or whatever I was driving that day. Stray dog, I'd be picking them up.
Oh my God. How did the wife and the family, I'm sure the kids love the dogs, but like the constant bringing home stray pets and dogs in particular?
Wife, she never knows what she's going to wake up and do in the morning. She gets a bit upset sometimes when, like over the Christmas period and New Year period, when I might have 16 or 20 dogs here.
Oh my God.
Oh, because people don't want. Is it because they don't want their dogs anymore? Like because they received it as a gift or something like that? Or
well, no, that's actually later on in the year. Usually about 4 or 5 months after Christmas that happens.
Wow.
But the reason we got so many dogs here because it's New Year's, Christmas, people are away, and the council's not working,
Yes.
so the rangers aren't working.
Yeah.
So they can't come and pick up the animals.
Yep.
The vets, most of the vets around the area, they board animals over Christmas.
Yep.
So they can't take in strays.
and
So what do you
fireworks.
do?
Fireworks scares away the animals too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I hold them here
Yep.
till I can find their owner. Or if they're not chipped, over that period I take them out to the pound, which, as you know, our pound's out at Carlton,
Yep.
Cogra area, so
Yeah.
I chuck them in the car and drive over there.
You're there.
Open.
That's a lot of hard work. Does it cost you?
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Does it cost you personally out of your own pocket? Obviously, when you kind of have to take the dogs and feed these dogs and feed, and if they're not microchipped, what do you do?
If it's not microchipped, I always take it to the vet or the pound because I don't like getting into arguments with people that say that's my dog, and then someone else will come along and say that's my dog. If someone comes to me with all the proof,
Yep.
photos and vet bills and that's fair enough. But there's people out there that want to get a free dog.
Oh,
So
Oh.
they'll,
that's a bit sad.
they'll make things up.
What do you like when people come and claim for their pet and if they're real owners? Like, have you come across any really strange explanation as to how that their pet got lost, or any strange tales that you can tell us?
There's lots of
Tell us one or two.
people are all different. Well, as an example, I picked up a staffy, American staffy
Yeah.
in Liverpool. This was a while ago. Scanned it, had the chip run. The owner contacted me. The owner was from Blacktown. He said to me, the dog got out that morning,
Yep.
like 2 hours before I picked it up. Well, there's no way it could have travelled to Liverpool
Yeah.
from Blacktown in 2 hours. There's no way it could have travelled that far without getting
Been hit by a car.
hit by a car or anyway. So he come and got the dog and he took it back home. The next day,
Yeah.
I got a call. The same dog was in Brunjili.
What?
Oh. Well, maybe the
So-
dog just keeps on escaping.
Hitchhiker.
Well, that's what he was saying.
Yeah. But?
Well, I rang him
Yeah.
the second time. He didn't want anything to do with it, so you can take from it what you like, but
Oh, he
the
didn't
dog
want...
wasn't getting there on their own. He was taking it, in my opinion.
So he wanted to get rid of the dog. Yeah.
So they dumped.
Oh.
And the big dumping area at the moment is Kemps Creek, Brunjili.
That's West Sydney, for those who are not from the Sydney area.
Yeah, because of
who-
its big land, isn't it?
People have forever, there's forever strays out there that are getting picked up and taken to the pound.
God.
And this, getting back to people will buy someone a gift as a dog, usually a staffy, because they're the really cutest pups. They get to about a year old and they get a bit demanding, they need a bit of attention. A lot of staffies suffer from anxiety. So they
Yes.
want someone around all the time.
And they eat a
People
lot
just don't have
as
time
well.
for it.
Right.
Hence, there's so many staffies in the pounds
Ah, okay.
for the RSPCA. And I'm a bit worried now, along with other people I work with, that scanned. All these people went out and adopted dogs because of this
COVID.
yes, because they're at home and they
Companion.
think they're doing the right thing. What's going to happen when the kids go back to school and the adults go back to work?
Oh, so you think we're going to see a spike
I think we will.
of dogs being kind of let go and wow,
We always
okay.
see a spike a few months after Christmas. Another thing we always see a spike of after Easter, we see a lot of rabbits and chickens.
Right.
Oh, yes, because they, yeah. Yeah.
People get them at Easter. They go, oh, here's a bunny for the kids, and then
Yeah.
Kids get bored of it. And then,
especially in the Cabramatta area, you always see rabbits.
Oh, right. Okay.
Rabbits are always posted, hopping around the road.
Sure they're not buying rabbits to eat.
And chicken.
or feed their
Well,
snakes.
not long ago, I picked up
Have you ever picked up a
15
goat?
rabbits.
15 rabbits. He picked up 15
Someone
rabbits.
dumped them in a cage, actually down by old friend of yours, Nick Lalich's place, in the park right next to his house.
Oh, right.
15 rabbits.
Wow.
15 rabbits. Oh, my God. I mean, what's your advice to people? I mean, you obviously, what's your advice to people who are looking to get a pet and, how should they look after their pets?
Well, they should. They have to look into it first, see what sort of dog suits their lifestyle and their environment. It's no good getting, and people do, they'll get huskies are the worst. Everyone loves a husky.
Yeah.
They're beautiful as pups, but they are as bad as staffies for escaping.
Right.
And for someone to take care of them, because they're a big dog and they need a big area and they need a lot of exercise. And people get them as a pup and then they grow up.
They're huge. Very.
Yes. And then they don't have the time because they're working.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the dog gets bored. Huskies they'll dig holes under fences and they're off.
Mm.
Yeah, they'll bite into furniture as well. I've seen a couple of, when I was living in the city.
Doors off.
Yeah, when I was living in the city, there were a few students that had huskies in their apartment. I
Oh, my
just thought,
God, really?
That is so cruel, like to lock them up.
They're so big.
They're
Yeah.
so big, yeah.
So that's it. They got to look into their own environment they're going to put this dog. If you're going to go out, and I tell people, if you're going to get one dog, get two.
Yeah.
Because then they've got company.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like humans. They're a pack animal,
Yep.
as you know. And to have one dog alone all day, no wonder it gets... You got 2 dogs, they'll usually bond, play together.
Keep each other company.
Or 3 dogs or 4 dogs.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I don't know about that.
So how many do you own right now? How many dogs do you own?
I've got 4. We've got 4.
Okay.
4 little ones. We used to have big dogs. We had a Staffy and a Border Collie. We had them for about 15 years.
Oh.
And they were like bonded soulmates.
Yeah.
And then when Chuck, he was the Border Collie, he passed away. And a few months later, Psycho, the female.
Psycho?
Psycho.
I thought I heard the name Psycho.
She passed away. I'm sure she died of a broken heart because they were together. She just pined, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were together for so long.
So at the moment you haven't got any rescue dogs with you, you just got your four own one?
Yeah, just my 4 own. I actually got a pom this morning, a black pom in Cabramatta, and we got it home. I took it home.
Do you get rewarded? Do you get rewarded for all of this work that you do? Do the people give you a bottle of wine or something at least?
Oh, sometimes people will come and drop.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They drop stuff because I don't take anything.
Yeah.
Drop stuff on the doorstep. I'll go out in the morning and there'll be a bottle of wine or
well, they should.
a
Yeah.
bag of dog food. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's good.
But no, I don't ask for anything. I don't expect anything because I do it like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the scanners, we all do it for nothing. And the reason I do it so much is I'm got plenty of time on my hands, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the last 3 years I've been at home.
Yeah. And I'm sure you've been been missing it in the last few months because, as you said, COVID-19 meant that everybody stayed home, and that means their dogs were at home, and so you have probably been kind of dreading COVID-19 to some extent. Besides the health aspect,
I've still been going out. And I talked. I didn't know if I could or not, so I rang a friend who's a police sergeant, and I rang Frank. And got his permission.
That's the mayor.
Got his permission, but I asked, and he said, "No, you should be fine because it comes under the compassionate side or something." So.
Yep, compassionate. I think animal care or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has quietened down. Like I just counted up before. I think this year I've had 140 dogs here at my house. So.
Wow, just from the start of this year to now.
Yeah. But like it's a bit quieter because last year I had about 400. So.
Oh my God, 400.
That's what I mean. My wife doesn't know what's going to be out the back.
Well, look, thank you so much for your time, Andy. Do you want any messages to our audience? What would you like to tell them before we kind of wrap up this conversation?
The Facebook group name, and then people can jump in and support it.
Yeah, my Facebook group is the Fairfield, Liverpool, Bankstown, Lost Found Pets.
Okay.
And I'd just like to urge everyone, if you do get a cat or a dog, make sure you get it microchipped and desexed.
Yep. Okay. We'll make sure that those animals are desexed and microchipped.
Yes.
But thanks so much for your afternoon with you, and stay well.
I will.
Stay safe, and I'm sure we catch up with one another again soon.
Okay, Di.
Okay. Bye,
See
Andy.
you later, Andy.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching Dawncast, everybody. I'm Di Lee.
And I'm Kathy Ngo.
And make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe and comment.
Bye.
Bye now.